Hello, welcome. It's John Benson, Persuade and Profit Live. I think today's day 29. It may officially be day 30, but we're going to count it as day 29 because I'm going to do this again tomorrow for our final day. So that's what we're doing here. I'm taking a sip of water. How are you guys doing today? Again, I am John Benson, the $1 Billion Copy Coach, and today we're going to dissect what I think is one of the best sales emails I've ever seen. And we have it naturally inside Email Copy Pro. I'm actually going to generate it from scratch so you can see there's nothing in my sleeve. And we're going to take some questions at the end of this about a lot of things that are going on in our Email Copy Pro world. And tomorrow, what we are going to do is I'm going to give you, because Cyber Monday is coming up in this time frame that we're in. If you're watching this after the fact, then obviously it's not. But if you're watching this live, Cyber Monday is coming up. So we're going to use a flash sale email on Cyber Monday that I think you should use. And I'm going to give that to you tomorrow because you can always use a flash sale to always make some money. So, hey, guys, welcome to join me on a Saturday. Looking at through getting out. Yes, Alexandros, my Greek is a little weak here. It's been a long time. So I think I can kind of make that out. I am taking copious amounts of water today, so you have to excuse me. Again, I've been asked if this is beer. No, this is Perrier. So in case you're wondering, happy Saturday, guys. Awesome. So I'm going to, at the end of the session, we're going to announce tomorrow, by the way, don't forget, we're going to announce the winner of the 4th seat in the 4-person virtual mastermind that we're going to be doing with me, $2,500 bonus just for commenting. So comment now if you, I don't know if we've chosen the winner or not, but comment anyway, because we love you guys. Love to hear back from you. And we'll also have a little special announcement again at the end of today. I might even do an actual separate Facebook Live over the weekend to do that. So it might do that. Scott says I'm gonna have to show this. Beer is good for copy, though. I found that wine is good for copy. Wine is good until it's not, and then when it's not, it's not. So it's pretty good though. So salute to Rock. I can't say it. Roxo, is that how you say that? If I'm mispronouncing your name, I'm very sorry. So good to see a bunch of people here today. Awesome. Well, we're going to dive into what I was going to actually do a different email, but there's so many emails in Email Copy Pro that literally I forget what's in there. And so I remember taking this email and I remember the template that we based it on. It was an idea from one of my good friends, Susan Bratton. Susan Bratton's in the dating and sexuality space, and she's an amazing marketer. And I got an email from her that was like, hey, it's been X amount of days since you followed up on, you've asked for, basically you send this email if somebody's opted into your list and asked about your product, or if you promoted a product and they didn't buy. So this is to get people to buy either a last minute buy or a timeout buy. So this is literally structured almost like a sales letter, but it's from a unique perspective. Then I rewrote it, put my own twist to it. And then I got with Mike Koenigs and did it for Promote and Profit, which was his thing. So it ended up being this 3-person email that was really killer, and it's long. So this is like as a Hail Mary pass. And when you're down to the last 24, 48 hours of an offer, it's not a bad idea to send out something that's not too clickbaity. When I say clickbaity, there's shorter emails get the clicks between literally 50 and 150, 200 words. That's the optimal length for an email if you're wanting highest amount of click-through. So that's good, but it doesn't build a whole lot of rapport. It doesn't build a whole lot of trust. It certainly doesn't give somebody something to digest and read. So what this does is a high pre-qualifier, meaning you might not get the clicks, but the clicks you get will be more likely will be buyers than if people are just clicking through. You can just type out something like this, like, hey, I've got an amazing thing you got to see, click. You might get a lot of clicks on that, but not a lot of buyers. So there's a little bit of misconception on, I got this super high click-through rate. Well, yeah, but how qualified were the people when they went to your offer, right? So this is a high qualifier, and it's got tons and tons of components in it. So let me show this to you now if you want to see it. Awesome. Okay, we'll come over here and click this button, and hopefully you are seeing my screen. And if you are, awesome. If you're not, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm going to make sure. Yeah, good point. Look forward to this. Hey, Tom, good point. Quality over quantity. Thank you so much. So here's what we're going to do. I logged into Email. In case you're an Email Copy Pro customer, great. This is exactly how you would find it. If you're not, It's not as great, but maybe you will be after this. But that's cool. You can still follow along. And basically, I'm just showing you how simple this is to do. So after I've set up my email, set up my Epic email setup. I've gone through that stuff. It took me about 90 minutes at the top. It took me about 30, but it takes most people about 90. But I want to promote something. So where do you think I'm going to go? Probably to the promote tab, right? So I'm going to look at the categories, and I want to promote myself instead of somebody else like an affiliate. So I'm going to look at the categories of that. And here's all the promotional emails that I have access to inside Email Copy Pro. So everything from discounts to social media to upsells. Well, this is a sales page. So I'm going to click sales page. And I'm going to look at all the emails that are just going to sales pages. So we got sequences, we have solo emails. This is just to sales pages, not to VSLs, not to webinars, tons of stuff. So I'm going to choose this one. I'm totally puzzled because I know that's the one we're going to do for the project. I'm clicking Start Project, and I'm going to title this For Facebook Live Peeps. Okay, puzzle. Okay, and I'm going to select for my niche because, hey, why not? My digital marketing niche. Now, I could select weight loss, public speaking. I could select PD. I could select parenting. I could select coaching. Doesn't matter, but I'm going to select digital marketing because that's relevant to you and I, right? So all I got to do is click this button, and let's see what happens. Now, I had no idea what's coming out. There's no magic up my sleeve, so see what the machine spits out. Okay, so it chose the subject line shocking. I'm going to blow this up a little bit so you guys can see it a little better. Okay, so it chose the subject line shocking. I'm totally shocked. It's shocking. Think like Internet Pro. You could choose all the other ones. I like shocking. So that's good. Shocking. So I've been totally puzzled. It's been about 7 days or so since you requested access to all the details about Email Copy Pro, and you haven't grabbed it for yourself yet? What the hell's wrong with you? I actually have that in one of the versions. What the hell's wrong with you? And I put a smiley face behind it. This one didn't come out that way. I've got to believe it's one of the following 3 reasons. Okay, reason number 1, you still think hiring expensive copywriters is the way to go for you. Okay, so maybe that. So I'm targeting this. Let's change this because that works. That's great, but maybe I'm going to say using scripting tools or templates, or trying to write emails from scratch. I could use any of those, but I like it. The machine chose right. Hiring expensive copywriters. A lot of people do that. So that's more traditional marketing methods can work. You can try it. Usually disappoints. So here's what I'm doing here. There's 3 reasons why your customer didn't buy. So, and you're like, hey, I'm totally puzzled. I'm shocked. We use different ways to segment. I'm flabbergasted that you haven't bought this yet. What's wrong with you? Okay, there has to be one of 3 reasons. And reason number 1, just write this down. Reason number 1 is dumb idea. Okay, we call it a false solution, and it's actually hiring an expensive copywriter isn't a quote unquote dumb idea because people have done that throughout my whole career. It's just not needed in this particular format. So hiring expensive email copywriters or trying to do it yourself, those are all the false solutions I have. Trying to go this at your own, trying to write your own emails would be another one. Like if I were trying to write emails from scratch, that might be one I would choose, for example. That's okay. We can choose that one, as a matter of fact, and change that. So it's kind of cool. So now I can change this over here to match that. Now, so trying to write emails from scratch is the way to go for you. So that's more traditional. So you're saying what you want to do is saying you pick a bad idea or a false solution. So that's a traditional, I put that in quotes. Notice that, that's kind of, you can try it, but it usually disappoints because overwhelm can block your creative process. Plus, unless you're a professional copywriter, you probably don't know the right persuasion triggers to use in the most profitable sequence. So that one pulled in for the emails from scratch. So I tell them why it's a bad idea. Notice it pulls that in nicely for me. Email Copy Pro, on the other hand, helps you create killer copy that sells, even if you don't know the first thing about copywriting. Now, again, you saw that I didn't click any button except for that one that I just saw. And the only reason I clicked it is to show you I could change it. So this is all pulling in from my existing niche. Kind of cool. Not to mention, you can utilize an engine that knows how to intelligently incorporate pro-level copy and persuasion without ever needing to hire an expensive copywriter. So I actually played back on the expensive copywriter angle. It's an email software for online marketers that allows you to generate promotional content, list building sequences within a matter of minutes. So here's what I'm doing here. So I'm doing 3 things. It's traditional. That's the old-fashioned way. So think of it this way. Reason number 1, bad idea. That's old-fashioned. That's what you want to think. That's the blueprint underneath this. It's just not worded that way. On the other hand, there's a new thing. There's a new idea. And this lets you do something really awesome, even if something really bad. You don't know the first thing about copywriting, even if you suck at writing, even if you've never done this. So that's the even if all the even ifs. So all this is it's literally called an even if statement. That's literally what we call it. So it's a literal even if all the things that you can think of that your customer would say, oh, I can't do this because blank. Had a guy text me last night, crazy text message. Guy goes, dude, your link is broke for your sale. I go, oh no, I get my team on. I'm like, and I could replicate it, but no one else could. So we're like, okay, maybe it was a glitch or whatever. And the guy said, yeah. So he literally goes out of his way to message me on Facebook, like a private message. And then says, yeah, I don't think I'm going to buy right now though, because he gives me all these excuses of why he's not going to buy. And so I just like go through each one. It's like, oh really? Well, that, here's why that's not exactly a good even if. So it's just kind of interesting. Your customers, even if they go out of their way, like this guy did, to a super nice guy, to say, hey, there's, I tried to hit your sales page and there's something wrong. Even then, there's friction. Even then, they're thinking to themselves, but. And so in a sales letter, I'd go through like about 17 of these things, even if blah, blah, blah. And you've seen me do this 100 times. Okay. Not to mention, you can benefit. This is a benefit of the actual product itself. So all this is a product offer benefit. That's all that is. Notice that I know the blueprint so well, I can tell you what it is before I click on it. So yeah, it's because I can see the blueprints underneath this, right? And all I do here is this is just a USB. Okay, what is it? It's an email software for online properties. Just go down the list of what it is. Okay, so it's just down and let you do this within minutes, right? Pretty simple. Reason number 2, you don't fully understand how Email Copy Pro works to help so many other marketers autopilot their business income using email marketing so effectively. Okay, that's how the machine wrote it. Not bad, not bad. I like that. Okay, autopilot their business income. I'm going to change that to a little shorter because this is a bullet point. So I might make it a little shorter, but that's cool. Nail their sales copy so effectively. Ooh, that's even better. Sometimes that longer version might work better. That's why it's in my database. So Email Copy Pro works so well when it comes to writing your emails from scratch, attracting new customers, blah, 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 blah. Thanks to a process I call, what's this, folks? We should know what this is. This is the primary solution. Now we're pulling in why this works. Okay, so notice what I'm doing here. You don't fully understand it. You don't fully understand how it works so well, but notice the presupposition. How does this work so well? How does this work to help so many other marketers nail their copy? So what is that? It's a massive presupposition. Maybe you don't get how freaking epic this is for everyone else. Notice, and you don't want to be left out of that. You don't want to be left out. Other marketers are getting this and you're not. Well, here's why it works so well. I don't spend a lot of time with that. I just set it up as a presuppositional setup, and then I go right into this. It works because of primary solution. The reason why this is killing it for everyone, the reason why it's making it and make current customers buy again and again. The machine was pretty smart. I wouldn't have thought of putting it there. Thanks to a process, a system, a unique thing, what experts now call, et cetera, dynamic blueprints. Now, I just explained what dynamic blueprints are. That's the matrix underneath the reality of persuasion. Every sentence of killer persuasion-driven emails has a structure to it. Put those structures together, you end up with a blueprint. A proven template that's designed to the letter to sell and persuade. Then combine that with AI smart machine learning and your specific words and voice, and you end up with dynamic blueprints, and you never have to write another email from scratch again. That's pretty good. Not bad. Of course, that's what you would write. This is just the definition of your primary solution, right? I'm going to take a sip of water, and I'll go into reason 3. Oh, but I love this. Think if this is the new science of marketing. If I'm going to make that email marketing, I could. Fine. Internet marketing, whatever. It may seem a little complicated, but the results speak for themselves, you'll see. So yeah, it may seem a little complicated at first. Now, what am I doing? I'm downplaying. I'm literally saying, yes, this may sound a little complicated, but the results will speak for themselves. So something negative, something positive, you know what that is, push-pull duality. That's all I'm doing. I'm making them feel okay for being a little confused, for not getting everything I'm saying. It may seem a little complicated, but it really is pretty simple. And you don't want to say it really is pretty simple, by the way. I caught myself in saying that. But the results speak for themselves. So you don't want to say something, it sounds really complicated, but it's really simple. Because what is that doing? If someone thinks it's complicated and it sounds, and so you're telling them, no, it's really simple, what does that make them feel? Stupid, right? A little more water here. So that's a cool little thing. It's the new science of internet marketing. It's the new science of dog training. It's the new science of marriage therapy. New science in quotations allows you to get by with the word science. Okay, so we built a really cool case for you don't understand why it's working so well. Well, it's because of this really nifty thing that we have that no one else has. It's the new science of whatever niche you're in. Reason number 3, you don't believe it's fully guaranteed to work. So here's what do you think I'm going to do here? Reason number 3, I'm going to set up everything in the guarantee. Rest easy. It comes with a complete, and this is just my guarantee. Simply email support, not anything tricky here. I certainly wouldn't put a guarantee like that on it if I didn't know exactly how it will empower you to generate trust and credibility and create high conversion emails and sequences. Notice how it's continually changing what I'm putting in here as these various goals. Like I have multiple goals. There are different tenses. Like there's future tense and present tense and past tense goals. I mean, I used to do this, whatever. So it's doing that. So it creates this flow where it sounds completely real. And that was very important to us when we put this. Now, this is where it gets really interesting. You'll look back in 90 days or less as you'll realize you optimized your email profits. That's what I call second degree future pacing. First degree is it's 90 days from now. Today you woke up in the morning and you look back. That's actually real future pacing. But this is close enough. This is sort of future pacing. You'll look back in 90 days or less. Now, where does it find that information? Just so you know, this is what we do in Email Copy Pro. We want you to enter results short, medium, and long term. Like what's the fastest you can see results? What will people experience in the middle of the program? And then at the end of the pro course, basically at the end of their journey. And since we're doing ECP 90 right now, 90 days was perfect. You'll realize you optimized your email program. You'll realize you optimized past tense. So that's why this sounds different than that, because it's a different tense, as you can see, past tense. Pretty cool, huh? So this is why we ask for so many tenses in here. So when you can write emails like this, right? But this is very important that you do this because this past tense is important for the second generation of future pacing. First generation being what I just said, like you pace them literally as if you're talking to them and as if they're already there. But this is close enough. You'll look back in 90 days. That's presupposition. So when you do a supposition, we said, here's what you're going to do. You're going to look back in X amount of days and realize you did something. Or at the very least, so this is a really major goal. Or at the very least, you'll be well on your way to marketing success and thrilled beyond your expectations. So we say, hey, listen, you're going to lose all your excess weight in 90 days. Well, that's a big claim, but let's say, but at the very least, you'll be well on your way to seeing the weight loss results that you're wanting to see in the mirror. That's how that would work for weight loss, for example. Listen, NLP, don't gamble with your results, especially given the second guarantee. And this is where it gets so freaking samurai, okay? The second guarantee isn't a money back guarantee. I haven't even gotten there yet. Well, I got the money back guarantee. It's just playing off the term guarantee. In a matter of minutes, you find that you're able to generate emails for your webinars, your funnels, product circuits, any email you need. I'm talking about downright rapid results. So what is this? Remember when I talked about short, medium, long? What do you think this one is? It's the short term. What's the fastest you'll see results? Well, in a matter of minutes. If you just go in there, it's 90 minutes, you're done. So I didn't say, I could have said in a matter of 90 minutes, but I said minutes because guess what? 90 minutes are minutes. So that works. I'm talking about downright rapid results. And if that wasn't enough, even more results can come within 30 days. Now, I wrote that in a really bad way, but I would write in 30 days, you'll see blah, 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 blah. I just didn't have to write that. So that's cool. I click on it and type. That's what I would do. So now we've covered every angle. Results short-term, results long-term, results in intermediate term. Okay, there's absolutely no reason to gamble, especially when you can try this on me. And that's how I want you to word your guarantee. So rather than say, look, try Email Copy Pro. If you're not satisfied within 30 days, And in case everyone was wondering, ECP 90 does not have a guarantee on it because I'm working with you for 90 days. In case anyone's asking about that, ECP 90 does not come with a guarantee. Email Copy Pro does. ECP 90 does not because I'm working with you for freaking 90 days straight. So I'm not going to put my 90 days of life on hold for something as inexpensive as ECP 90. It's not going to happen. So this is not for the babies, not for the whiners. I actually put it in the sales letter. It is, not for the snowflakes. This is for people that know they want to get it. So this is for Email Copy Pro, not ECP 90. So my Email Copy Pro actually has a 30-day guarantee. And if it doesn't deliver everything I promised or more, I'll refund every penny. Pretty standard guarantee stuff. So here's where you can get it while you still can. Of course, what do we deal here? While you still can, just some scarcity without saying anything specific. Like if I knew there was a deadline here, go get it while you can. Otherwise, in ECP 90's case, come Cyber Monday, it's gone. It's history. It ain't going to exist no more. So that was how I would word that a little bit differently. But I didn't need this for this one. Obviously, it pulls in the URL. Yours in persuasion. And by the way, I'm going to change this URL just because I'm nice to you guys. So if you're watching this, I just saved you a lot of money by putting in this discount URL here, just to be nice to you, just because you're watching on Facebook Live. Isn't that nice? The other ones are actual retail price, so it actually is. So how many so-called marketing experts are as confident in the results of their programs? Now, notice I'm doing this in a PC. You think I'm done yet? You think I'm done, right? You think, well, that's a long, no, I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet, guys. How many so-called marketing experts are as confident in the results their programs will give you? To let them try it all risk-free. How many guarantee their program will help you create killer copy that sells or give it to you for free? I just restated the same thing twice. I just stated it more specifically. I used, what is this? This is a primary goal. I could have used any one of those. Earn extra income, make more money online, sell more from email. Doesn't matter. Or give it to you for free. The machine shows, and the machine shows right. I like what the machine shows. None that I know of, except this, except me. And remember, so we don't say don't forget, remember. We say remember, because your brain obliterates everything, and after the word don't. So okay, and remember, this is where we just take everything we throw in the kitchen sink at these guys, right? You get $5,180 of free value-added bonuses when you order before this discount comes to a close, including, and it randomly chose 28-day product formula, free $297. This is my favorite. I could change that to one of 7 bonuses we have. I like that one, so I'm going to keep it. This is the total amount of value of my bonuses. You just take a calculator, add them up. Pretty simple. Get it all here. I'm going to change this for you because I'm so nice. Such a nice guy. Okay. Now notice, see how epic emails sell more without selling. That's interesting. That's a really good little text link there. Not bad. Okay. PPS. I'm not done yet. Okay. So we end with Q&A. Now, again, you could really end really awesome with Samurai Q&A like we talked about. I'm not going to go into Samurai Q&A again. We had covered that. I forget which day it was, but you'll have to watch every Persuading Profit Live to get to that. But basically, Samurai Q&A is saying, I'm afraid I'm going to make too much money with my business. I saw what my buddy did. He made so much money and ran off to Tahiti and left his family. Said, well, we highly recommend you stay with your family and wife and kids. So that's like Samurai Q&A, and that's an exaggerated version of it. But all we do is we end with the most common questions. Will it generate emails? Do I need to write sales copy? Do I have multiple businesses, etc.? So I ended with just 3, and that's it. So that is one long ass email. As you can see, this is actually what it would look like, printed out, and that was generated on the fly. As you see, roughly 800 words. It's almost like a little mini sales page. Isn't that cool? Hopefully that was fun for you guys. Come back over here to go to my smiling face. So awesome. So was that cool? Okay. We're going to top here. Should be easy to bring in the 3 benefits from Accelerator if you already use that. Yeah, you can, the benefits, if you've done the work in Accelerator, it's the same thing exactly for this particular niche. We make you put in all this data into this machine, of course, because this machine has to generate it. But you can see now how it works. It's like instantaneously generates this. Once you have your data filled out, it's done. So this email is not a quick start email, folks. This email is going to require you to go through, like if you do your quick start, there'll be about 10 or 12 fields you have to fill out in addition to your quick start. But who cares? I mean, it will take you maybe 30 minutes. Then you got a killer email that you wouldn't want to write on your own. That's just one email, of course. But that one's a really good one. I really like that one. And that's a great one to send out as you get running. Well, happy to have you, Carlos. Angela, hello. So, okay, so Bogan says, yes, CTR is important. However, when it comes to email, EPC and CR are the most important stuff. So earnings per click is what he's saying. It is one of the most important percent. I look at, to be honest with you, I just look at total earnings. So I just look at, if I sent out to X people, how much did it make and divide, so it's sort of like, you can have like a pretty relatively low EPC, but if you get like tons of clicks, so it's a amalgamation of stuff. You have to combine a whole bunch of data, but everybody's got their own metrics that they look at for sure. So awesome. So Mark said, I'm going to have to open a bottle of writer's block today. Well, this could help. So yeah, this could help. When I have writer's block, I'll turn to this. And it's kind of funny because, I mean, this is no BS. I wasn't going to use this email. I was going to use another one. I mean, I know the emails pretty well, obviously. And I was working in another program last night. I shall say another program because this is still a top secret. But I found this email. I was like, wow, that's really good. That's pretty cool. That's got like everything in the world somebody would want to buy something from. And it's a high qualifier. So I decided to use this one instead. And tomorrow I'm going to do the flash sale. So there you go. So cool. Perfect timing for Cyber Monday. Yes, this is very true. Awesome. So Tom said, what type of sales email do you recommend right after collecting email if your plan is to direct them to a hard selling VSL after collection, or do you remember? Yeah. So if you're collecting email, there's a 21-day sequence in here that I really like, and it's basically it's 21 days, and it's my favorite for soft promotion. It's my favorite for nurture promotion. So it's a blend of content. So it blends in some content, like, you think this is a good guy, but it's really a bad guy. Here's what you really need to do first if you're trying to fill in the blank, whatever you're trying to do. And then it's blended in with promotions, and then it intersperses those promotions in and out. The first couple of emails are actually pretty promotional. So there's some back and forth in the internet marketing community on how you should treat leads. Like, I know guys that say, we don't buy into this nurture BS. We just go right for the conversion. We we hit them hard, and if they don't buy, they don't buy. There's the exact opposite of that, which is like, hey, we opt in, and we know it's going to take them 60 days to buy. It depends on what the price of your product is. If you can wait 60 days, great. Some people can't, liquidate their advertising cost that quickly, so they need to go pretty quick. So I got lots of questions here. Can you write only one off full sequences? Oh yeah, they're full sequences. Like if again, I'm not endeavoring necessarily to do a demo of this for you guys, but I will, simply because you're nice. But not a full demo because I don't want to take up all of our time. But here I'm back into this here. And so if I went under, let's just do the same thing I just did, promote, and look at the categories. I'll just click view all because it's easier. So you click view all, and these are all sequences. So this is all promotional sequences. So if I click any one of these sequences, I can just generate the whole daggum thing super quick. So if I click rapid crush webinar, it's a long scroll, sorry guys. So if I wanted to do a webinar promotion, this is for obviously for webinar, I'll say webinar Facebook Live. And I love this one because I know it's going to work. Let's do something different. Let's do weight loss just to show you that I can choose anything. And I'm going to generate. So what this is going to do is going to take about 6 seconds maybe. And I have an entire sequence with instructions. So here are the instructions. Here's the days to send it out, which emails to send out. Here's the options. We have different options you can use. So stuff that we've tested. This came from my friend Jason Fladlin, who works at Rapid Crush. And as you saw, I just clicked a button, and when all the so-called weight loss experts said cut your fat down, I was eating a whole stick of butter every day and burning fat like crazy. When Oprah was going on and on about the benefits of juicing. So, and believe it or not, when all the magazines preach on and on about cardio, you know what? I got a six-pack without ever setting foot on a treadmill. Okay. Look at the date now. Mark in your mind. This is the day that everything changes for you because you can join in on this. And this is all going to this is a opt into a webinar, and then we follow up. All this content follows up. There's a lot of dieters in here mentioning fat burners in the past day. I might say weight loss pros on this one, like fat loss pros. Mentioning fat burning in the past few days, me included. Thanks to a rather bizarre combination, I'll change this to weight loss. See, I can just click through and make it sound like I want. Fat loss is fine. Fat burning is fine. And so here I go. It's all, I've got everything I need, every single one of them. Why do people fail? Okay, again, this is just, if I didn't like this version of it, I just regenerate it. You guys know how this gets. See, I just rewrote the whole thing. So every one of these regenerate. They're all dynamic. So it's pretty cool. So this is an entire the time vampire, which are your body recomposition goals. A time vampire. You just think like a dining pro. There's different subjects you can use, of course. So yeah, These are all geared toward going to a webinar. Minimize risks through knowledge. This is pretty cool. So which camp do you belong to? Here's your 6-hour warning. Hey, it's happening right now. Pretty straightforward. But this is one of the better sequences that we found. And also my assistant Leanne put one in here that's killer as well. There's so many great webinar sequences and so many great promotional sequences in here. But that's a very, very shortened view of how that works. All right. Does Email Copy Pro have to post-purchase sequences to give? Yes. We call that over here at Mission Control. You just go to Mission Control, and that's under Consume. So under our Consume tab is our library of customer emails that are built around consumption. Those are for customers. Yeah. That's a very important part of that, by the way. And we're adding to that library more and more. One of the better consumption sequences we have is coming from content that we created a new way to do content. We're putting just more and more over that. And the next 90 days with ECP 90, it's going to be really interesting. We have 18 new content pieces slated to go into the machine. So it's a lot of work, but it's worth it. Yeah. So it's just, you don't want to be sending content every day, but the way that we do content is really cool. It's content mixed with that soft promotion or content mixed with that sales letter feel to it. So it's really kind of cool. I like it a lot. And by the way, I should just go ahead and just say this. How rude of me. Now, I know that after Black Friday, this will no longer take effect. We know that. We're sorry. But guess what? I don't care. I'm going to do this because you guys have been so gracious with your time today. If you type Black Friday into the comment section, our bot will fire you off our Black Friday discount on everything you just saw. And you can join me for the next 90 days starting December the 10th. And what's really cool about that, if you don't mind me sharing this with you real quick, is I'm very weak. Yeah, I'm so happy with this particular promo. I don't know if hopefully everybody else is too, but we're really happy with it because a lot of people are like, well, Email Copy Pro, in my opinion, is inexpensive at $9.97. It's $3.97 a month otherwise. So at the end of the year, it'd be roughly $3,000, but $4,000, but $9.97 if you just buy it outright. So we're offering two things. You can buy it outright, $9.97. I don't discount my products, like I don't do that for my customers. Or you can get 90 days of access for $3.97. And either way, you get to join me for 90 days straight, meaning Monday, Wednesday, Friday for 90 days. Now, you don't have to attend every one of them. You don't have to attend any of them if you don't want to. But every day, I'm going to go through the next email that you're supposed to send. Today, I want you to send this email. You don't have to. You can send one of hundreds of others. But I'm going to choose one. I'm going to say, here's why you should send it. Most of them are going to come out of the starter sequences. So it means that 90 minutes and you're done. Boom, boom, boom. Then the next 90 days of emails in 90 minutes, give or take, meaning some of the emails I'll pull out might be like this, where, hey, we're going to fill out some extra fields today, but you'll do it with me and we'll do it together. So there's no excuses. So that's why I'm really happy about this. And so I can hold your hand, and I mean that in the best possible way because I need it too. I need hand holding, and I can get it to you at a price that is lower than we've ever sold it before. And if you want to keep going, you can pay out payments and get it done. Pay a little bit more than $9.97 if you want to stay in, and if not, it's over. So type in Black Friday if that is of interest to you into the comments, and we will ship that over to you. Okay. So are all copywriters can use these emails? Okay. Yeah. So this is a great question that I get a lot. So you can use these emails for copywriters can use these emails and they can resell them as long as, and this is the one thing we do have in our terms and conditions, you have to write and change 25% of the content. So this is going to give you 75% of the content. That's what we'll allow you to do. And that's only fair. That's only fair because I really want your customers to get something that's fresh from you too. But you'll want to do that anyway. I've yet to meet a copywriter. Well, I take it back. I know a couple guys, they're like, dude, I just printed this out. But it's a little bit different because it was like part of a webinar sequence. So it's not like a big deal for them to use that kind of thing. But if they're writing like stuff that's really brand oriented, then yeah, add 25% of your own words. You can use it all you want. And so we have, I think 10, 15% of our customers are professional copywriters. They of course they use it. Agora uses this. Agora bought a license for this, and Agora has got some badass copywriters. So awesome. Okay. Yeah, come on, Mark. That's not even a question, man. let me put that in another perspective. You can buy use this, and in 90 days you can buy however many kite surfing kits you ever want to buy. Not however many, but you can buy twice as many if you just do what I'm telling you to do. That's kind of a no. Yeah, that one's easy. It's like buy something that makes you money or buy something that costs you money. I'm going to go with the make money every single time. So Say I second Stephen. I don't know what to say. So, great. This has been an epic 30 days. Thank you so much, Stephen. I so appreciate that. I was thinking, what did Stephen say? Awesome. I hope Stephen didn't say you suck, but thank you so much. I really appreciate that. It means a lot. I've had a great time, and that's why we decided to do ECP 90. To be honest with you, as I didn't want to just stop doing it. I mean, it was like, kind of like blabbering along on Facebook, but what could I do that's different, and what could I do that would be, naturally we love our products, and so we naturally going to talk about them. But this is going to be really awesome because, I mean, speaking frankly at you guys, you could technically join me for. Now, we're not going to have the whole thing aired, so there's going to be part of it that's going to be private, and part of it that's going to be public. At least that's our plan for now. So still, you could get part of your email every single day. Just watch it. Now, you wouldn't get the regeneration, you wouldn't get all the rest of the emails, but you could do that, and that's going to add value to people. So maybe someone's just completely broke and they just like, I can't afford baby formula right now. So email copy pro is way down the list. Well, they could at least watch this and learn something, and maybe post something on Facebook and get a few affiliate sales. And if I can help somebody do that, awesome. Then maybe they'll be a client, maybe they won't, but at least I've helped somebody out. So that's how we're doing this. So yeah, I've had some, Roscoe, the best thing to do is type in Black Friday and we'll send it right to you. But I will explain it because I wrote a letter about it and actually have a video on the page, but I'll explain it in brief. So what I wanted to do is to say, if this is one of the biggest things for me that sticks in my craw with when I buy things. I wish I could take this camera. It's attached to my computer, otherwise I would. But there are 2 Amazon boxes the size of a refrigerator setting in my entryway. Well, one of them's like a mini fridge, and the other one's like the size of an actual refrigerator. I have no idea what's in them. They arrived a week and a half ago. I have still yet to open them. I don't know what's in them. I really don't. I have no idea. So how weird is that, right? It's like they're setting out. I've not opened FedEx packages. So I've bought programs before and not followed through on them because I get really hyper focused on what I'm doing. And I'm not saying that's a good thing. I'm merely saying it's a thing. So what I wanted to do is to say, okay, if my best friend Ray came over and knocked on my door and go, dude, we're going to open those packages today. Do you think I'd get them open? Yeah, they'd be open. I know exactly what they are. If you come over and say, hey, we're going to go through this, webinar course or whatever it is. Yeah. Now, I can't be your best friend knocking on your door, but the next best thing, I'm going to show up every day, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Not every day, but every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And we're going to do this together. So that's the 90 days. I'm going to take the email, and granted, most of the time it's going to be, okay, you're going to take this email, you're going to press this button, boom, you're done. Well, wrote itself. Okay, I'm in here for a minute. Okay, next, take questions, because I'm not going to need to dissect I might go through a couple of little cool points, like here's why this is so cool. But that's, for the starter that's all there is to it. For the more complicated ones, then yeah, I'm going to say, okay, so here's 9 fields we're going to fill out. There's not 9, but let's say it's 4 fields we're going to fill out. We're going to do this together. And once you're done, it's all in your database. You never have to do it again. Every email you pull in with those fields, all done, So that's why I wanted to make it so cool for you guys. So that is what I'm doing. So hopefully you'll join us on Black Friday. Thank you, Dan. So how many emails do you recommend specifically for pushing one offer? Well, there's two schools of thought there. Let me take a sip of water. If you have, we use deadline funnels a lot. Jack Warren's product, which I love Jack. He's awesome. So if I have a deadline funnels thing, it'll ramp up 1 email a day, 2 emails a day, 3 emails a day, 4 in the last day. So, but that's because I have a deadline. If it's a general ongoing evergreen offer, then I do like content promotion, content promotion. I have a schedule that we're going to go over during ECP 90 of what we do. And each one of those are slightly different. There's full content I covered yesterday, the Dean Jackson 4 PS thing. There's my PS thing, which is softer, which is full content. Then there's sales and content, and then there's straight up sales. Hey, listen, I really want you to dive into this community. I'm going to keep giving you value every week, but go over here and do this. So that's the structure that I like to do when I'm promoting something on an evergreen basis. Hopefully that does answer that question. So awesome. So Roscoe, let me know. And if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, Roxo, let me know if you can phonetically spell that out, because that's a tough one for me for whatever reason. Okay, cool. I think I've got all the questions here. So in case you haven't done it already, Black Friday in the comments. Black Friday, type Black Friday in the comments, and we'll send that to you. And I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. And I hope that you guys learned a ton here. I hope that you will do me a favor and spread some of this love around. And if you found this valuable, if you found what we're doing valuable, spread it around. And if you have any other questions, I will be back tomorrow for our final day of Persuade and Profit Live, where we will announce our winner. And I will do something really killer with the flash sale stuff. So come back tomorrow because you definitely want to get in on that. So thank you. I'm the $1 Billion Copy Coach. Thank you, Angela. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow. See ya.